And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throwing Russell. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell dumps it off in the flats. Turning it on! A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Snags it, and there's running room. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
That's a bang-bang type play. RPO in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Going to the run, it's Hill. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll take it himself. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Russell. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Right back to him on the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Using his legs, it's Hill. Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And they tacked on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the first down. There he goes. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Keelan Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Using his feet. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The Tide will get the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Buys a little extra time. He'll get rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The give on the counter.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They feed him again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Could be an alley. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Russell. Got his man. Snags it and he's open. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Russell on play action. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got his man.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keelan Russell dances away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Fourth down, Russell. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Stockton. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They punted away on 4th down. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, Alabama.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They want to run this quarterback. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 23 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Commodores coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mid-American Conference.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's out past the 35. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Frazier again. A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The RPO, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Escapes the pressure going right. Gets it to the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Finding, got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. On the move, it's Hill. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown there last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throwing Russell, looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. To throw, it's Stockton. Whips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole...
Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Russell. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. He's at the 10.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad... quarterbacks, they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complementary football on the other side. They've complemented each other, and they both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, like, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Hill. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Breaks into the open. Oh, the ball squirts out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Sends it back in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Quickly out to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Handoff, Frazier running left. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Frazier again. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great...
There's some room. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect, oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You just tee it off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there.
He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Rivers. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect. But
got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a gift to Frazier. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he missed it. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
To the air, it's Rivers. Throws to the wideout. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Now, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Black 14! Black 14! Go, go! Here we go, ready, shift! Where did he go? Down, ready! Ready, go! Everybody, go, go! Now, ready! Where did he go? Ready! Go, go! Ready! Ready, go! Go, ready, ready, go! Yeah, ready, go! Yeah, ready, jet! Go, go! Ready, ready! Shift! Where did he go? Ready, go! Here we go! Ready! One, two, go, go! Ready, go, go! Here we go, ready! Ready to go! Ready, go, go! Ready, go! Ready, go! Ready, go! Ready, go, go! Ready! Where did he go? Here we go! Ready! Ready, go! Yeah, ready! Black 14! Black 14! Go, go! Yeah, ready! Go, go! Ready, ready! Where did he go? Yeah, ready! Ready! Go, go! Ready, ready, go! Here we go, ready, jet! Ready, go! Yeah, ready! Shift! Go! Yeah, ready! Hey, move! Go, go! Ready, ready! Where did he go? go! Ready, ready! One, ready, go! Ready, go! Ready, go, go! Ready, shift! Ready to go! Here we go, ready, ready, go! Go, go! I'm the best in the game. Go, ready, right, go, go! Ready, ready, ready to go! Ready, go, go! Ready, ready, go! Ready, ready, go! Here we go, ready, go! Ready, go, go! Go, ready, ready to go! Ready, ready! 129, 129! Ready, go! Down, ready! Go, go! Ready? Hey, move! Go, go! Ready? Ready, go! Here we go! Ready? Go, go! Ready? Black 18! Black 18! Ready, go! Go, ready! One, ready, go! Ready, ready, go! Down, ready! Shift! Go, go! Ready! Ready to go! Ready, go! Here we go, ready, go, go! Go, ready, Black 14, Black 14, go, go! Go, ready, Blue 22, Blue, hey, move! Ready to go! Ready, ready! Blue 30, blue 30! Go, go! Down, ready! Red, jet! Ready, go! Ready! Ready, go! Red, jet! Go! Here we go, ready? 120, go, go! Down, ready? 180, go! Down, ready? Wide, green, ready, go! Ready, ready? Hey, move! Go, go! Go, go! Go, ready! Go, go! Go, ready! Hey, move! Where did he go? Ready, ready! Jet! Go, go! Yeah, ready! Black 88! Black 88! Ready, go! Ready! Black 29! Ready, go! Ready! Go! Here we go! Ready! Go, go! Yeah, ready! Shift! Where did he go? Go! Ready! Black 18! Ready, go! Ready, ready! Go, go! Yeah, ready! Hey, move! Go, go! Ready? Red 18, jet! Where did he go? Ready? Black 14, got the chip. Go, go! Here we go, ready? Blue 22, ready, go! Yeah, ready? Ready, go! Yeah, ready? Let's go! Everybody! Hey, move! Go, go! Yeah, ready? Where did he go? Ready? White 20, jet! Ready, go! Ready? Red 4, go, go! Here we go, ready, go, go! Yeah, ready! White 53, white 53! Where did he go? Go, ready! Go, go! Ready, ready! White 80, hey, move! Ready, go! Yeah, ready! Blue 85, blue 85! Ready, go! Ready! Red 18, red 18! Go! Flag 88. Flag 88. Shift. Where did he go?